Imagine waking up every morning filled with endless possibilities. But as the day progresses, every decision drains your willpower like a slow leak in a tire. By the time the evening arrives, you feel exhausted, not from physical labor, but from the cumulative weight of choices, some big, some small. This phenomenon is known as decision fatigue, and it might be the hidden limit of your brain. How does this mental exhaustion creep into our daily lives, and what can we do to fight back? Understanding decision fatigue. Decision fatigue occurs when our capacity to make decisions wanes after a long day filled with choices. Every time we decide something, what to wear, what to eat, or how to respond to messages, we expend mental energy. At first, our choices may seem manageable, but as the hours roll by, each decision becomes an additional weight on our cognitive resources. Studies show that as we go through the day, our willpower dips. Researchers have found that people make worse decisions when they are mentally fatigued. For example, judges are more likely to deny parole to prisoners after making numerous decisions compared to earlier in the day. This is because by the time they reach those important rulings, their mental reserves are depleted. We often underestimate the impact of decision fatigue on our lives. Recognizing how it affects us can be the first step toward combating it. Have you ever wondered why you reach for junk food late at night or make impulsive purchases you later regret? These choices are often influenced by the weariness that decision-making brings. The science behind mental exhaustion. Neuroscience reveals that our brains have a limited pool of cognitive resources. According to experts, the brain's prefrontal cortex governs decision-making and problem-solving. As we fatigue, this area becomes less effective, leading to poorer choices. It's like trying to drive a car with a failing engine. Eventually, it breaks down. Interestingly, both the number of decisions and their complexity contribute to decision fatigue. The decisions that seem trivial, like choosing a breakfast cereal, add up. When compounded with significant choices, such as a job change or purchasing a home, it becomes clear how quickly we can hit our mental limits. Have you ever noticed that your most important decisions often happen in the morning? This is no coincidence. Your mental clarity is at its peak then, allowing for better decision-making. Each choice you make during the day drains this energy further. Knowing this allows us to prioritize our more complex decisions at the start of the day. Identifying symptoms of decision fatigue. It's essential to identify the signs of decision fatigue. You might find yourself overly snappy, indecisive, or procrastinating on tasks that usually seem straightforward. Perhaps you're feeling overwhelmed by options, even if they seem trivial, leading to decision paralysis. Another clear symptom is how people often gravitate towards making easier, less significant choices. For example, instead of choosing a healthy meal, one might opt for a quick takeout option. The allure of minimal effort becomes irresistible when your brain is bogged down by fatigue. How about your weekends? You may realize that you lounge around unable to decide what to do, despite having endless options. This overwhelming feeling is often rooted in the cumulative weight of choices from the week. Understanding these symptoms can make you more conscious of your decision-making patterns. Combating decision fatigue. Fortunately, there are methods to combat decision fatigue. One effective strategy is to streamline your choices. This means making fewer decisions in areas that don't require deep thinking. For example, consider creating a uniform wardrobe. If you wear the same kind of outfit each day, you save mental energy for more critical decisions later. Additionally, making decisions at set times can also help. Consider allocating specific times of the day for making key choices. By hitting those windows of clarity, you can lessen the mental strain throughout the day. Another tip is to practice mindfulness. Engaging in meditation or deep breathing exercises can refresh your mental battery. Even a few minutes of quiet reflection can sharpen your decision-making ability dramatically. The power of automation. Have you heard about routines that involve automating decisions? While it may sound robotic, adopting certain habits can spare you cognitive effort. For instance, meal prepping is a fantastic way to eliminate daily food choices. By planning your meals in advance, you ensure that you don't have to deliberate about what to eat when hunger strikes. Think about how successful figures like Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg minimized their wardrobe choices. Their famed uniformity is more than just a fashion statement. It's a strategy to preserve precious mental energy for their work. A hidden truth about decision-making. Here's a surprising truth that might challenge your views. Sometimes making no decision at all can be better than making a hasty one. Most people think that a quick decision is always better than indecision. However, research has shown that taking time to weigh your options can lead to better outcomes in the long run. This might seem counterintuitive, yet the best decisions arise when you give yourself permission to step back. Hasty choices often lead to regret. Thus, taking time to reflect can be more beneficial than rushing through. Consider this carefully. How often do you find yourself rushing into decisions that you later wish you'd pondered over a bit longer? Giving yourself space to breathe can sometimes lead to clearer judgment. Reflecting on your choices. At the end of the day, reflecting on your decisions is vital. A practice of journaling can help clarify what worked and what didn't. It's not just about documenting choices, but analyzing the process of making those choices. Reflection not only helps you to identify patterns of decision fatigue, but can also reveal whether you're leaning towards good choices or not. It's like having a personal advisor guiding you through your decision-making landscape. How often do you take the time to assess your choices? This practice can transform the way you approach decision-making. Your journey against decision fatigue. In conclusion, understanding decision fatigue can be a game changer in managing our daily lives. Recognizing its signs and implementing strategies such as streamlining choices, automating decisions, and practicing reflection can significantly enhance our decision-making capabilities. Remember that every choice matters, and by tackling decision fatigue head-on, you can reclaim mental clarity and build a life where choices don't overwhelm you. Are you ready to take control of your decision-making journey? How do you usually cope with making tough decisions? We'd love to hear your strategies and experiences.